such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for immediate decontamination. That is all.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
What are you doing here? Get down to the field and get Prime started.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I thought I was your Institute reconnaissance.
You're the only one that's been able to breach the Institute. But you're hardly the only source for information we have. We've been running round-the-clock vertibird patrols, and we even have squads on the ground trying to pick up anything we can. Not to mention all the scribes we have monitoring radio traffic and trying to crack their RF encryption. I assure you, we have reconnaissance well in hand.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismiss, soldier.
Greetings, Knight.
Oh, Bunker Hill. I heard you can get up. They built this place up to protect something. We need to find out what it is.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside, 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting.
X4.
We need to find a way inside the main structure.
Hey. No way to pick this.
here!
Bunker Hill is ours! Come back.
Look alive.
Have any goodies for me?
Look alive.
Oh, sure. Make me carry more of your junk.
just be over.
Okay. Do this more often.
Bunker Hill is ours. Bunker Hill is ours. That's Commonwealth justice for you. You crazy?
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Whoa, whoa. Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to go back. Please, don't make me go back.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Relax. You're free to go.
Really?
I cannot allow you to set these sins.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please.
And your
Just,
actions will be reported.
just don't.
You're off to the scrap heap.
No, no.
Hey!
You've given us another chance at life.
Hey!
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
The heck? What was that? Intruder alert!
Please stand still.
Something's ghosting us.
Oh god!
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
I'm putting you down.
No!
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
You're safe, okay? I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, God, thank you. I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you. You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Hi.
Thank you for sparing us.
Combat initiate. I regret any suffering you may incur.
Hey there.
I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you. I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
Hey, share some of that, why don't you?
do this.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Synths are not your enemy. They are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by the tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. They'll find you.
I was just getting warmed up.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Good evening.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help
got some
you?
more news for you, if you're interested. And, I mean, if you're interested, of course. Duh. Stupid. There's that little town of Covenant. You know the one that I mean, right? That one? Well, I guess it's empty. It happened recently, but all of a sudden, there's just... Well, there's no one there anymore. I haven't heard any kind of, explanation for it, but it definitely happened. I the only one surprised that Skeeter Davis is, you know, a woman? Just, it doesn't really sound like a woman's name. Hey, who are you writing that poem for? Skeeter?
Someone there! Time to die!
We being followed?
Actuator damaged. Shutting down. The Commonwealth is ours!
Is it just me? Or is this too easy?
Ray!
Gotta use you to scrape the mud off the boots.
Where'd you go? Huh? Gonna find you! Yeah! All systems nominal.
Holy shite. Jumping off of there was pretty stupid.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Yes.
That King Cole there, he's just the best, isn't he? Coming to you from, the Jewel Green, the Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Here's, the Ink Spots? Maybe. I mean, the song is called Maybe. I mean, it's for sure the Ink Spots.
Sean?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, This just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now? After all this time.
That's hard to explain. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
It was the right thing to do, Sean.
There's no moral choice to be made here. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
Let's not forget our rules here, son. At the end of the day, I'm still your mother.
I am acutely aware of our positions. I am also not a child. And I have a tremendous amount of responsibility for the Institute.
So, where does this leave us?
I need to be sure I can count on you going forward. I had hoped we could be something like a family again. I hoped you shared our vision for the future. I'm afraid there's no room for sentimentality, Mother. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Whatever you do going forward, do not interfere with the Institute's plans. I hope you can find some amount of peace.
So, that's it. We're done then?
Goodbye, Mother.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. I've got like 3
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
As soon as those bombs arrive, I'll help Proctor Ingram get them loaded onto Liberty Prime.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Here's the, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. The, Brotherhood continues to do stuff. Commonwealth. They were last...
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime, Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
You didn't have to do that, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Danse's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL, disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
There must be some other way.
You gotta be kidding me.
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
What do you know about the situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders, then. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Haylen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Haylen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Haylen?
Just following orders, ma'am.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Well, if it isn't the woman who revived Prime, the Brotherhood is in your debt. Now, did you have documents for me? Or perhaps you were looking to take up with a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
And they're in wonderful condition as well. Excellent work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
That's probably accurate.
Scribe Haylen?
This way.
Haylen?
This way.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute.
Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
You actually gonna listen to this nonsense?
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers.
That must have hurt.
Going down. Commencing waffle.
Time to have some fun!
Do this more often.
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful. Let's see what we've got.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Pretty interesting.
I don't understand what's going on, Danse.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. It just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the ruins, everything. I suppose they programmed that all into my head. I mean, I feel like I've been in control of my entire life, making my own decisions and determining my own fate. Even though the proof states I'm a synth, I don't feel any different than I did before. I still feel like a human. Why does any of this even matter to you? You're obviously here to carry out Maxon's orders. Does he even want me alive?
There's talk of fighting going on downtown. It sounds like
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Haylen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
What's our next move?
You need to continue your fight against the Institute. I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
going up.
Hey,
Sure, you need to talk.
your thoughts?
Find an
Ground floor.
Going weapons cold.
Elder Maxon?
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal
Maybe
with
we should
you in a
rest
moment.
here.
Knight,
The place is built
why
like
has
a
this,
fortress.
this thing not been destroyed?
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
For the good of the Brotherhood. He needs to die.
Finally. You've come to your senses. You may proceed, Knight. Honor!
I've already lost my family.
You're right.
Sure.
I should consider how my death...
Right.
Perhaps not...
Whatever you decide.
Thank you, the only clear. The sooner I make for the board. Take my holiday. Now.
Hey.
Going up.
Hey, need something?
Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Not. Target reacquired.
We could hold out pretty well in a spot like this.
Excuse me.
Over here. Going weapons cold. How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. It wasn't born from flesh. By attempting to play...
After all
You're the physical... Look around you, millions. They called it a new... Can't you see? You're a single...
Dance wants...
You're as to... How? A machine that's had those...
It's true. But when I saw and when I heard... Don't you understand? From the moment I was...
It's too late for that. The Institute... I don't intend. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dance saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn woman. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxson like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxson knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Hey, what is it?
You're making the Brotherhood proud. You're one hell of a soldier.
Another glorious day in the USR.
Reporting as ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part...
You're not going to have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'm not really the hacking type.
Then find someone who is and take them with you. I'd hate to see that robot go to waste just because you don't know a terminal from the rear end of a Brahmin.
I hope I don't need to remind you that the acquisition of technology is one of our most sacred tenets. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the Railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Engine turbines at 87%
Try and get Pam back here in
efficiency.
one piece, okay?
I have another assignment for you, Paladin. Virgil.
And the dominoes. Not just Billy.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
So the Minutemen are out there doing things in the Commonwealth. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will tell you. I have heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was theirs a long time ago, but hasn't been for a while. It had been full of fish, or monsters, or monster fish, maybe? I don't know. Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now. That's good. For them. And I guess for everyone else too. So, yeah. How about some music? Hey, how about a song by the Ink Spots, maybe? This one is, it's called It's All Over But the Crying. Oh.
Got trouble!
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful. I'm beginning to enjoy this.
You bastards won't take us down! Suppressing fire!
Covering!
We've gotta do this more often.
Think I'm scared? Huh? Keep your heads down!
She vanished.
Huh?
Got company.
Elder!
Time to have some fun. Over there! Get him!
Just getting
Warmed up. This better lead somewhere. I don't fancy spending the rest of me week wandering in circles.
Come here!
Area sweep.
That was easy. Something isn't right. We should get out of here.
We're only taking minimal casualties, Paladin. Detonation pack, secured and ready, sir.
I'll die for the cause!
The heck? What was that?
I know you're
Been
out
hearing
there.
things all day.
Why don't you people just leave us alone? Search the area!
That just happened.
What just
Found!
Kill him! You're all over! You bastards will take us down! Matter of time. Shit, we got company.
Show a girl a good time.
Baby!
Only a matter of...
Need some help! Shit, on a... Ah!
Sam, found you.
Coming home.
You're starting to piss me off. Nice score. Finally learning to grow up here, eh?
Ham.
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication. Security lockdown is in effect. Communication in... Possible.
Ham.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions. Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ1.
Hey, this...
Better be worth it.
Looks dead.
Kells?
Well, It appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
I wish there'd been another way.
The railroad was providing assistance to escaped synths, and was therefore deemed a security threat. Those sympathizers got exactly what they deserved. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Captain Kells.
Virgil remains a threat. It's time we dealt with him.
Virgil is no longer a super mutant. His cure worked. He's no threat to us.
What? That thing actually found a cure? He can't be trusted. But as a human, he's trapped in the glowing sea. Maybe he can still be an asset to us. All right, we'll continue to monitor him. For now. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm for your power armor. Wear it with pride. You've earned my respect, Paladin. Not many can say that. Carry on. Ad Victoriam.
Captain.
A moment, Paladin. We still have squires in need of training. I realize the mission is simple on the surface, but you'd be helping to secure the Brotherhood.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwen running, Proctor Ingram's the best. If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. Where the heck are you going? I'm not finished talking to you yet.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Unless the next bloke we run into is armed with a can opener, I'd say we're good to
Proctor Ingram?
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Honestly, I'd prefer not to talk about it.
I hear you loud and clear, Paladin. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
You sure it's a good idea to take Miss Nanny here with us?
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering, I'm not gonna miss an opportunity.
Well, it would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Watch your step. Ad Victoriam, sister.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
So here's something that happened in the Commonwealth that I have overheard from two people who I do not believe were drunk. There was that old, silent person.
Yeah.
You point? I'll shoot.
Carla. Hey there.
Arrangement.
Trading?
Stay away from it.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I got.
Raiders attacked the place. I don't know why. But okay. The weird part. So now Parsons is it's abandoned, like totally. So I guess something must have happened, right? And it must have been pretty serious.
So many humans.
Hey, Carla.
Not many
You
super
again.
mutants.
Here to trade?
Weird, right?
Let's see what you got.
You break it? Yep.
That's the news. Back to the music. This song is Good Neighbor by Magnolia.
The angle here.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Nothing stays hidden
Ready to
forever.
get this show on the road?
Not if I have my say. I really should study my lines.
Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
Boy!
Come on, boy. It's time to go.
I'm telling you right now, if dog meat gets you killed, I'm turning him into a fur coat.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
for victory!
Destruction is inevitable.
Agitator anywhere. It must have been.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, says so, right there.
Let's check out that terminal over there.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl.
Heads up.
Don't
I
give
can't
me
believe
that
what I mean.
high and mighty
Since
attitude.
when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
I'm in.
going down.
Can't break the code.
We could always drop through here. Might not be as cushy as an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
Just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. If anyone's family has recently been butchered, I am sorry for what I just said. Okay, that was Roy Brown. Hey, how a bit of good news. If you know, have I do. So, I know it's true. And not just Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. And some people thought that... Well, they thought he might be dead. Or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway. Glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talked. Like, ever. Here's Ray Smith with Right Behind You, Baby. A song that really sounds different when you hear it at 2:40.
Back online.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Someone. Failure. Please lower your weapon. I regret any suffering. Gone. Critically damaged.
Movement detected. Curious. Combat initiated. Critical on. Your termination is inevitable.
Hostile sensor reading detected. Hostile sensor reading detected.
Nice.
Attempting an ambush?
Please reveal yourself. Engaging combat located. Extreme prejudice.
Get it? People not getting along, or something. And that, like, a key person has been kicked out, or killed, or... I don't really know. This is all just stuff that I heard. If it's, you know, true, I don't know. not true, then I guess I just hope they're not mad at me reporting it. This is Civilization.
That's it.
It's by Danny Kaye.
Sweet.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Going down. Going down. Lobby.
fusion's reactor. Make them like that anymore.
Through.
Power up. Protectron on duty.
Oh, sorry. That was Bob Crosby. Here's some, news from around the Commonwealth. If you didn't, hear it already from someone smarter. Some folks may know that, there are raiders out at, Libertalia. Have been for a while now. Well, I guess, someone went in there and kinda tore the place up. And there are, rumors, just rumors, that it was the, Institute. Kind of, I don't know, weird, I guess, right? I don't know why they do that, if it's, or if it's even true, but there you go. If there's any developments, you'll hear about them here. Unless you search for developments another
There
race.
we go.
You know, what can we do? It's not a race. Up next, Crawl Out Through the Fallout. That's just the name of the song. I'm not recommending it as a course of scientifically recommended action.
We have a situation.
Heads up.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system, while I monitor everything from out here. That's it.
Up. Protectron on.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor. Please wait. Decontamination complete. two must have sent reinforcements. I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here. What was that?
Actuator damaged.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.